One faction tries to break through enemy defenses sector by sector, while the other has to stand ground. The attackers must capture each sector by taking its objectives before their tickets run out. They win if they capture the objectives in each sector of the map. Objectives can be capture points or demolition targets. Capture points are won by having and keeping a majority of soldiers in the zone. On demolition targets, the attackers must plant a bomb that the defenders must defuse before it detonates. The defender's goal is to hold the sector until the attacker's tickets are depleted, which ends the match. After a sector is taken, the defenders must retreat or be shot. During the phase between sectors, the defenders have the opportunity to build defenses such as barbed wire. Both factions can also build and destroy forward posts that give them a foothold in the area. Guard yours well to tip the scales in your favor. Mortars, machine guns, and formidable mountain guns can be built at designated spots by engineers. Officers can call in gas, artillery, or smoke to push forward or tighten their defenses. Most offensives consist of multiple consecutive battles. Winning the first battles of the offensive gives the attackers more troops for the final attack. The attackers win the offensive if they succeed in this final climactic battle.
Di sporcarci le mani! bastardi!
davvero finita!
Benvenuto al fronte, fratello! Sto ricaricando, guardatevi le spalle! caricando! Guardatevi le spalle! Stiamo vincendo! Forza, continuate! Avanti, Savoia! ricaricando, ragazzi!
Mandateli all'inferno, ragazzi! Uccidete quei maledetti bastardi!
All'attacco! Bomba lanciata! Ricarico! Bomba lanciata! Fuori da questo settore!
trincea!
Difendete la posizione! Sto ricaricando! All'attacco! Via, via, via!
Chiodateli su quella posizione, ragazzi!
Sto ricaricando, ragazzi! Il nemico sta perdendo questa battaglia! Guardatevi le spalle! duro, ragazzi! Possiamo aver perso questa battaglia, ma non la guerra. Facciamoli a pezzi! Nemico individuato! Muoversi! Nemico individuato! Carica! Attaccate! Inchiodateli su quella posizione, ragazzi! Muovetevi! Ricarico!
Stiamo perdendo questa battaglia! Mettetegli addosso! Ora!
Avete vinto, topi di trincea!
Benvenuto al fronte! State caricando, ragazzi!
Yeah! Avete vinto, topi di trincea!
Torna tra le linee e datti a fare!
Muoversi! Inchiodateli su quella posizione, ragazzi! Muoversi! Attaccate!
Guardatevi le spalle! Gas! Gas! Incrostate le maschere! Uomo a terra! in trincea! Attaccate! Dategli addosso! Ora! Attaccate! Inchiodatevi su quella posizione, ragazzi!
I need your assistance.
Yo.
I'm trying
Woody, what up?
Not much. I'm looking for
How's Armistice Day going for you?
Dude, are you trying to compete with fucking
Addosso!
To be fair,
So I did
I'm
that.
sorry, actually, that's been crazy.
Yeah, in fact,
I'm sorry, bro.
my loading screen image. My filthy mission.
Sono nostri adesso!
Obviously, the moment is the end.
I got into this
I mean, just review your own mission.
Yeah, that's what I do anyway. My missions, I didn't get it. I'm not doing the mission, and then you don't sadly goes, you got and then it goes, broken, it's on you. Okay, and then it's not broken.
What are they gonna do?
Exactly. They can't just ban me. They can take away my ability to review missions. The problem is, I also review other people's missions. So fuck them. Leave me alone. I'm not a job. I can't figure out whether or not I want to use just like the standard like 7 mission 4 move organized or defending the area, and whether or not we're going to see if and see if I can like capture more of it. And the attackers are just looking for their own squads. I could do that for you. That's
Dategli addosso! Ora!
I just watched some Cringe Armor Community.
Well, Spaghetti, did you hear the news?
Some Cringe Armor Community.
everything you just said, take it back.
Play a mission, but it ends with exactly the same mission on W2, where Shepard fucking executes the people.
Somebody's like, and they all get killed by like one guy.
No.
Like it's one dude just John Wicks a lot of them.
What if we made a mission where throwing
What?
Hey, Spaghetti, did you hear the news? Person's back in Ukrainian hands.
Oh, that's not new news though, that's just funny news. I still can't figure out why the Russians gave it up. I really can't. They were not under any fucking pressure.
because they're fucking retarded. But anyway,
right? Like they genuinely weren't under any pressure. Like no one was going right. You know, we're hammering the Russians. Maybe they saw like 20, or maybe they saw like 6 months into the future where they'd be like, okay, we're starving and everything's falling apart. But they weren't at that point yet. So literally, it was like they were standing there. The Ukrainians weren't attacking because they aren't going to walk towards machine guns, and the Russians are like a dude in every fucking
they
there
could
and
have
enough
been
fucking regiments
smart
there.
and realized that it'd be better for them to retreat now instead of waiting for 6 months of them like starving and
And then
freezing
getting
before they're like,
fucking
you know what?
Yeah, and
maybe
get
we should
Stalingrad
do
and all that.
Yeah.
So remember, they're literally right on the bank. The Ukrainians can easily push them into a pocket, just like 6th Army.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The one stuff that Russians are kind of good at is not getting fucking encircled.
Because they're too busy retreating.
They
actually
withdrew
encircled.
somewhat successfully in Kiev and Chernihiv and Sumy area, and then the same thing with Liman. To be honest. And now here in Houston.
Also, I respect.
But go back to that MW2 mission. You know how in you can have certain people have different briefings while still being on the same team?
Well, you can do that.
Yeah, I mean that's how they do it in the other mission. Commandos? Or like, you never play Commandos?
I've never played Commando.
You've played Commandos at Golden Conference?
Never played Commando. No, not even a G7.
Really?
Yeah. Somehow I managed to escape it this entire
So
time.
in Commandos, the Spec Ops guys, they're given different random objectives to complete, and one of the objectives is to get a traitor. So the CEO has a chance of being a traitor, where like he'll tell all his team to do something retarded, so that when they're not looking, he can escape and get rescued by the commandos, right? and that's told to him by the briefing where it'll tell him like what his objectives are. So he can either say like, hey, you're not a traitor, or it'll tell you like, hey, you're a traitor, and then other people might be given a random like briefing where it's like, hey, there's suspected that somebody is a traitor in your team, something like that.
Nice.
Yeah, like you could have a different briefing for the HQ, where like they're told that at the end of the mission you're supposed to leave no loose ends.
Brilliant. Just kill everyone up.
Yeah. Oh no, I think we're
I think that'd be pretty epic. So are you gonna make it?
Of course not, I'll make missions.
Understandable, thank you. Have you considered switching your style to World War II style yet?
No, I mean, you can't really have like high intensity gunfights in World War II.
That is exactly what World War II is. It's not World War II, actually. It's just the Germans and the Soviets and the British.
Yeah, but like dying.
It's supposed to be. You don't have to, you
No
just decrease
armor.
one's health.
Yeah. I don't know, I still prefer
Understandable.
intensity shit.
Then yeah.
Also, yeah, Lingor, because I actually made some missions for Barricade on Lingor. Like, you remember the one where you have to kill the Blue Fort guys before the helicopters arrive, and the helicopters arrived and like literally murdered everybody?
Yep.
Yeah,
That was a
like
brilliant
that.
mission. Love that mission. Bring that shit back.
I
So
would
how's
if
your
you
Armistice
brought back
Day
Lingor.
going?
Don't say you. It's okay.
What was I saying?
I bought Lingor in the first place. I good days.
Gotcha.
When I was in charge. It's an extremely large amount of transsexuals.
Man, I feel like in Russian fucking basic training, instead of teaching people how to fight, they just teach them how to fucking
I'd have gay
sex.
sex. Really, really gay
And that
sex.
too. They teach them that if they don't withdraw, they get the gay sex. And that's why they became so good at retreating. See the video that the Ukrainian defense put on Twitter?
No? Wait, which one? Oh man, that's one.
That's the last one I put in the Ukraine war.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking,
Means.
they're doing pretty good trolls, I'm not gonna lie. They released some pretty good
They're
videos.
brilliant trolls. Like it's a very high level of trolling and morale for a country being invaded by a group of retards. Honestly though, the Ukrainians are like the Russians are so stupid.
Yeah, fucking
It's because it rings true in like every situation. Like, the Russians always somehow manage to shoot themselves in the foot. No matter what happens, the Russians will always fuck it up. Like whenever they actually made a good decision this entire war.
every time we
Yeah, good point.
You know what the best decision would have been? Not starting the war in the first place.
Yeah, not invading. But
No, honestly, man, I'm okay with it. Seeing all these Russians dying and stuff, I mean, I think it's pretty.
yeah, I mean, my favorite meme from it as well is the fact that, like, from the start, and even today, people be like, it started because of NATO expansionism. Is my favorite meme. It's
NATO
like,
is a
so-
defensive alliance. They're not going to declare war on Russia.
no.
As long as Russia has 6,000 nuclear warheads, it's not happening.
People
Defense
always,
alliance meme, only a physical country. country.
people always bring up the NATO expansion, saying like, oh, he promised that NATO wouldn't expand one step to the west or whatever. But
Guess
it's
what?
they
We
never-
had a new
they
president a
never
couple years
signed an
later.
agreement for that, but they did sign an
Yeah, exactly.
agreement
Never
that they wouldn't invade Ukraine. They would recognize their sovereignty when Ukraine gave up all their nukes. So it's like,
Well, they also, the NATO expansionism thing implies that, like, NATO is running to these other countries and, like, holding them at gunpoint, saying you will join NATO, instead of these countries applying to join NATO and then having to spend more money on their military so they could be in NATO, just for a taste, just for a lick of what it's like to be part of these military alliance.
but
And then all the Baltics are, no!
the funny part is like, it's like fucking beating your wife. And then when she goes and tells the police like, hey man, I need help, like my fucking husband beating me. And then the husband's like, I'm gonna fucking beat your ass for fucking asking for help because I'm beating your fucking ass and shit. It's like, it's not like victim blaming here. Because it's like,
Yeah,
it's
like I said, Russians are niggers.
it's
Okay?
like-
Woody is whiter than any Russian.
people forget the fact that, Russia invaded Ukraine in 2014, and that's not really how you, like, make friends and stuff.
Yeah, as it turns out, not nice. It's not nice to invade someone in 2014. Like, the thing is, because Peter Docs keeps saying it as well, he's like, oh, people keep implying that the war's only just started, but actually it happened before. And it's like, yeah, it started before because Russia started it!
Yeah, it started in 2014. Russia started it. And they're getting their ass kicked, so it's absolutely hilarious to fucking hear them coping non-stop.
Nonsense, yeah.
I remember telling him a couple of months ago the Russians are in danger of losing a Kherson. He was giving me those smiling emoji anime gifs.
Dude, his favorite thing is sitting emoji.
I was like, I'm telling you, the Russians aren't going to build a whole Kherson at this rate.
And he was like, haha, yeah, as if. POV, Russia Hulk, is it? Oh, whatever, yeah. They fucked around, they found out.
They really found out this time.
Yeah.
This is like pretty much the
That's
end
what
of
it
Russia
should
as a world power, honestly.
I mean, no one's gonna respect them. Like,
Yeah.
ever again. If they keep fucking up, is the thing. Like, if everyone's like, oh, Russia now is seen as a power that will do something. That something is basically just fucking depressing.
Getting their army massacred in was possibly the most catastrophic war in their national history.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, this is worse than the 1905 war.
Russo-Japanese war?
Yes.
Nah, can't be. No.
Go, think about it. The Russo-Japanese war. The Russians actually did pretty well on land because the Japanese just hurled themselves out into their machine guns, like because they're crushing bonsai tards.
Yeah, let's just forget about the Navy aspect.
Well, navies have never been a strong part of the Russian military. Let's be honest.
Yeah, let's forget about that.
I mean, come on. What's so good? What's the name one naval battle the Russians have ever won?
That was so
Name one naval battle the Russians have ever won. Come on.
Nah, dude, it's the Black Sea Fleet. Brilliant. I know you're on about. They were the greatest thing that ever happened during the Russo-Japanese war. Well, no, was it the Black Sea Fleet? The Baltic.
No, it was the Baltic Fleet.
Went on a little dip across the world and fucked it up on every occasion they had the opportunity. They somehow managed to fuck it up. Really, it's mind-blowing how like one group of people can possibly be in a job. But then when you go, oh, they're Russian, you go, oh, that makes sense.
So the Russians fled from Kherson, but like, is there still Russians on the other side of the border? Because I know there's definitely I know there's definitely Russians that they're reported like they're taking off their uniforms and putting on civilian clothes to try to escape and shit. But
Yeah.
I wonder how
It's
many
more than
people
likely
are
that there's
left.
still Russians left over. Because, I mean, no one ever does a clean retreat. A clean withdrawal, yes, but it wasn't a clean withdrawal, was it? It was just straight up like rout, because they didn't get their orders, except for when someone went, hey guys, by the way, Sorokin and Shogi
Went on TV, like I said, the spaghetti. That was the
Everyone was like, oh,
announcement.
I don't understand how Dark Side was like, oh no, it's 4D chess, man.
Jesus Christ!
It's
Listening to like Dark Side and Syntax cope about Kirsten was just pathetic.
I mean,
Well, this isn't 4D chess. They're just fucking terrible.
I genuinely believe that the Ukrainians would never see Kherson again because of the amount of troops. Like after the Izium retreat, where they moved a lot of troops over to them, I was like, yeah, okay, Ukraine's never going to see Kherson again. They've got so many troops there. Problem is, I completely forgot about the fact that the Russians couldn't supply their troops if they're in their fucking house, let alone if they're in fucking another country.
Cross 2 bridges that were destroyed.
Well, my position has always been that the Ukrainians, at a minimum, going to get back everything they lost on February 24th.
It has not always been that. I know I was calling the
My position after Kiev was
that.
that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, after Kiev. That.
Because obviously everyone was like, Russian army might be strong, because they keep saying they are. But then, as it turns out, they weren't.
Yeah, I meant after Kiev, because like I think all of our opinions changed after that.
Yeah.
Your opinion got worse, mine's changed entirely.
For me, actually, like, I didn't think that they would have so few troops attacking Kiev. Like, they wanted to do a blitz run, a thunder run, as they call it, to Kiev. So I thought, like, oh, you know, if they want to do that, obviously they're gonna have like a ton of fucking troops to do it. But like, one month seems like, oh yeah, we ran out of troops, so let's fucking leave. Like, I never thought Russia would run out of troops.
No, it's like the one thing you could never expect Russia to do. Keep hands on head retarded, right? Russia? Leaving? No.
Yeah, like having shitty fucking conscripts, Russia. Having fucking shitty equipment, okay, that's understandable, it's Russia. But running out of fucking troops, like what?
Yeah, it's very just not...
Well, that's what happens when you don't mobilize before the war starts.
Yeah, but they didn't want people to know what was happening. And also remember, they were huffing their own parts, thinking that the Ukrainians were gonna, like, invite them in with open arms. Which is the big bit. Everyone was like, yeah, the Ukrainians are gonna love us, dude. They're gonna, like, invite us in. And they're gonna, like, it's gonna be the best thing ever. And then the Ukrainians were like, get the fuck out of my house. And the Russians were like, I don't understand. Like, what
I don't understand, therefore I must rape. Average Russian mentality right there.
But unfortunately, they also don't know what direction they have to rape in, so they're just kind of like fucking each other's butts instead. I don't understand what's going on and why the Ukrainians don't want us here, so I'm just gonna rape the the new mobilized privates.
Have you seen that? That video?
Which one?
Okay, there was a video out there of Russian soldiers literally like two guys were like ass fucking a newly mobilized private.
Oh, that fucking hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they were both standing. They were like one was like holding him, the other one was like pounding him in the butt.
It's like, God, this is not how you fight globo homo. Whether gay Jews. Understand. You're gonna fuck all the gay out of your system. Make sure you're not gay and fucking enough men to be a man that you're not gay. How will you know you're not gay and that you're manly if you don't try it first, so then you can say, I've been gay and I've done gay things and I've decided that I'm not gay as a result of it. God, these fucking people. My favorite shit is...
I'm not sure which I hate more, the Russians or the people who Westerners who defend them.
I think the Russians that defend them, because the Russians...
Yeah, honestly.
...are just in a sad situation, and they're all retarded. They can't help it, they've all got fucking fetal alcohol syndrome. And, you know, they're all fucking monkeys. The thing is with the Westerners that, like, defend them,
they're legit traitors and subhumans, man.
You're in a better country. Yeah, you're in a better country, in a better situation. And you go, I want the monkeys to come to my home country and rape my people. I think it'll be good. It's like, why?
Okay, look, here's the way I see it. If Russia was if you wanted to overthrow the U.S. government, and Russia was in a legit war with the U.S., I could understand you simping for them, because then you stand to gain materially from your side, from the U.S. losing, because you get to overthrow it. You know, like Russian Revolution logic, basically. But that's not happening here. Okay?
Yeah, exactly. The difference is the US doesn't ever lose that conflict.
Yeah.
Oh, the Van X. What are we going to do with them?
gas chambers.
And also agreed.
Prendendo il sopravvento in questo settore.
How much AI is too much AI if they're completely static? Like if they're not doing any, they're not doing any thinking or anything like that at all.
It depends on the map, probably.
Yeah, I'm doing this at F-15 mission, but I've got like a couple of attack helicopters. Yeah, I'll see what I got. I'll see how it performed as well. Actually, like move the company. Some buildings, some big module.
Dategli addosso! Ora! Torna subito a combattere! Sei stupido? Torna al tuo posto!
Oh yeah, you should have listened to Syntax and Darkseid going about how if the Russians use nuclear weapons, NATO totally wouldn't respond.
To be honest, I think NATO would respond with a big think for a while first.
I think
I'm pretty sure the response would be a massive first strike on Russia, personally.
I don't think
I
it would be a
think it would be.
first
It would
I
be.
think-
It would be because they've demonstrated willingness to use it, and you know every second you waste is another nuke they could possibly launch.
I think, but
But
then,
at the
well,
same
yeah,
time,
but I
I
mean,
think
like at
the
the same time,
difference
they don't wanna fucking
Go on.
die.
Ruin everything. Yeah.
Which is why you launch an overwhelming first strike without warning. That's how it works.
No, I think what it would be.
Yeah, but
would,
it's guaranteed that not all of Russia's fucking nuclear capabilities are gonna be destroyed.
Yeah, but every
Obviously-
second you wait
Yeah,
is another missile they can launch. Is another missile that gets out of the silo.
Obviously, there is that, but like, they're probably gonna be like, if Russia sends one nuke into Ukraine, then obviously they're
Yeah,
gonna
it's
know
like-
that NATO might respond. So all of their people are gonna be on high alert, on standby, ready to fucking retaliate.
Which is why it's more imperative to strike immediately, within minutes.
And plus, it's gonna also make sure that the Russians are on. Like, remember when in Iran, fucking America bombed and killed some high-ranking Iranian, and then Iran responded by bombing some American airport, and then some Iranian guy lost his nerve and saw the fucking plane.
fucking airliner and shut it down.
Yeah, because he saw obviously like, oh, you know, the Americans are gonna retaliate, so be fucking ready to kill them if they try to do something. And then they, you know, fucking were retarded and saw some random plane. It's like, oh, it's definitely the American counterattack.
Oh,
And
dude,
shot down
you
a plane.
haven't seen details of how retarded that was as well. That plane was an Iranian plane, an Iranian civilian plane that took off from the biggest airport in the capital of Iran, and it was about 30 seconds into its flight. Hello, Ellie. What have you got? Oh, okay, I'll be there in a sec. I'll be there in a sec.
Wasn't
So,
it
yeah,
a Ukrainian
basically,
Airlines
Those are
plane?
some really weird names right
It was.
there.
It was a Ukrainian Airlines flight. Wait, what?
Those are
They
some
were
really
weird
weird
names. I've been saying it, dude. Let me
Yeah,
get
your
that
horse
out.
is a little bit weird.
Yeah,
Take it to
we'll
the
definitely
doctor
get
too.
that out.
Make sure you check that. Yeah. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like one of those things where I think for sure if NATO responds by nuking Russia, we're definitely gonna nuke the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be obliterated. But at the same time, they're also gonna nuke the West as well, because you're not gonna destroy all of.
Which is
Russia's
why it's imperative you
nukes.
do it immediately. No warnings
Nah,
given.
dude, the way
Okay.
to look at it is
That's how
whether
first
or
strike
not-
works.
Is whether or not Russia would use, or whether or not the nuclear Russia would use in Ukraine, which I still don't think they would do because I still don't think they have them.
I think that's retarded.
You think it's retarded, but I've
very
so far been
copious.
proven right. Every single day, I've been proven right.
He is right.
I understand that their capabilities in their protection and maintenance is not going to be on par with the West, but at the same time, like, they have so many of them that there's bound to be some that are
No.
functional.
They say they have so many of them. They haven't yet been able to actually back it up.
I mean,
That's another thing.
I don't think that's bullshit.
They keep saying it. Genuinely keep saying it. They go, we've got so many nukes, you guys. And everyone goes, okay, prove it. And they go, no.
Nukes have been around for
West.
so long, they definitely have.
They will. Okay. And they definitely haven't, like, you know, sold off all the copper from inside the few missiles that they had that were still working.
I mean, I think that's still a little bit of copium.
And they definitely haven't, like, you know, done anything goofy or silly, such as forgotten to prime any of the warheads or anything like that, because it's a needy maintenance to stay running. Nuclear material needs constant replacing. You need to be actually making it and replacing it at an unbelievable rate, especially for the numbers that they have. And the US still spends more money on that each year than Russia does on their entire military, let alone their nuclear program. Okay? Like, the nuclear material just simply isn't there in Russia.
I'm sorry, do you know production rates of Russian nuclear material?
No, they simply don't have it anymore. They don't have any of the old sites.
They still have nuclear power plants, do they not?
Well, yeah, Russia maintained all heavy nuclear power plants. Actually, do they still run many of those? I'm relatively sure Russia's like treating plants of coal.
And you don't need particularly good power plants to make fissile material, right?
You do not. But at the same time, there's a difference between nuclear material and you're going to end up using this just completed old shit. So, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of layers to it. The insane amounts of corruption in the military, and then the insane amount of corruption in the nuclear groups, worse than the military, worse than the Air Force, the Army, and the Navy combined, because the people that they put in the nuclear groups are the fucking reets, the absolute dregs that they just don't want to talk to and don't want to look at, because they're that bad at their jobs and that fucking retarded, that they just go, you know what, we're never going to use you, because we've never had any reason to use you, so we're just going to leave you here in a corner when we're not going to talk to you, because you're a fucking retard.
Wait, I thought the retards went to infantry and motor rifles.
Nah, trust me, the
And the
retards looks at Russia.
Do you
That they really do.
you have a source for this?
My source for this is just a bunch of Russian infantry officers and medical officers that I'm friends with.
Do you care providing their copies of their communications?
Well, I talk to them physically. Hello, sir. I'm not recording my conversations.
Imagine not recording all conversations for blackmail purposes. What?
Only arts, Crispy. And that's only for when the documentary comes, so I can say, no, I definitely saw it. March is very important. Very important. No, she's a rabbit. Are you eating my popcorn? I'll be right back.
Attaccate!
Spaghetti, do you have Isonzo front by any chance?
Gli addosso! Ora! Muovetevi! Troppi di trincea! Quel crucco! Carico! Inchiodateli su quella posizione! Attaccate! Muovetevi! Troppi di trincea! Su quella posizione, ragazzi! Vergacco! Vai indietro! Quelle gas, ragazzi! Maschere! Abbiamo messo in sicurezza la posizione! Attaccate!
You there, buddy?
Stiamo perdendo questa battaglia! Muovetevi! Troppi di trincea! Svuotegli addosso! Ora! Sto ricaricando! Guardatevi le spalle!
Wanted me to see the rabbit shenanigans. I went into the kitchen just in time to watch a rabbit attack another rabbit, and then she go. Yeah, she had to split them all up.
Based in Watership downpill.
Did you feed the rabbits to your horse?
Not yet, not yet.
Next.
Yeah, it'll happen eventually. You'll see. They'll all see.
For me, it's
I mean, the thing is,
Watership
do
down.
static. Watership down's cringe. Not even well animated SMH, otherwise quite cool. Thank you, Ali, for dropping me off. Lovely community. Wait, what? Are we doing anything important tomorrow besides moving to Leicester? You.
It's pretty impressive. You got your horse to deliver tea and stuff. That's pretty well trained
Honestly.
horse. What's
I'll
become
just show you
hard
that-
though was the hooves and everything.
That's not actually that bad. I'll show you this video of a guy who's trained his horse to deliver him beer on command. I'll post it. Global conflicts in the way.
Some of you guys are right. Don't come to the GC lounge tomorrow.
What is this video?
Attaccate!
I have it saved on my computer somewhere.
Hey, you guys play the new Verdun game?
No.
Isonzo or whatever.
Isonzo, yeah. I just got it today and played for the last couple hours.
Nice.
Are you enjoying it?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I reinstalled Squad today like a retard.
Ew, why?
I don't know. I
Hello
just
Luke
felt
is
like
so much better.
felt like losing so much better.
Yeah, but Hell Let Loose is set in World War II.
Which is based.
I mean, it's based on all, but if you don't like, you know, if you want like something besides World War II, obviously you're not gonna play it.
I mean, alright.
If I want something besides World War II, I'll make it. Yeah.
Is Operation Harsh Doorstep any good, or is it total trash?
Operation Shit Doorstep? Not yet. It'll have, you know, it'll be good eventually.
Ricarico!
There you go. Let's do it now.
I'll watch it with Colonel Sanders, Russian time. Dude, it must be so weird. going to bed?
Yeah.
Is it just waking up with an alarm?
Honestly,
Missing a
there's...
leg.
Going to bed in the city as a whole and someone else's to lead the trip.
Yeah.
Thing is, people are talking as if this one warfare is new. That's one thing I've noticed recently.
By having drone grenades dropped on you.
When all it is a small version. Oh, dear.
Of an MQ-1 Predator.
Yeah, it's actually just a small version of what we've been doing this whole time. Just blowing people up with loitering predators and fucking reapers.
It's pretty well done.
That's a brilliant project to us. That's literally what Ellie does whenever I'm playing armor.
Well, the one thing I want to see is the Ukrainians to mount an anvil to a drone and drop it on someone.
Bong!
Yeah, like a literal fucking Looney Tunes skit.
I'm fucking brilliant, I can't wait. Someone's got to do it at some point. So I'm pretty sure you'd see it coming. So I'm not sure with the fucking discussion I had to have with Darkseid.
Just to say you killed someone with an anvil.
Could you imagine watching someone get an anvil dropped on their head? And the 1 minute you're chatting to a private rape bitch and in the next minute his helmet is touching his booth.
That's what he got for trusting the plan.
Oh, she does.
Serves him right, he trusted the plan.
Like I'll show you trusting the plan, that Nick. Bonk. I really dislike fucking AI company missions that I've been making. Problem is I started them all, and I've got so many of them in the works, I get used to cancel them.
Nice. No, I like the fucking defending people like a fucking vaporized with a BTR and just a little shitbag.
They got so mad at me, dude.
Dude, I fucking hate when people are like, I'll be defending you and they get fucking...
Maybe try making like combined armor assault missions, so like, say you have like...
Yeah, go on.
So like you have a platoon of US players that's like, what, 8 guys? And then you have a platoon of US tanks versus a platoon of Russians. Infantry, a platoon of Russian tanks, something like that.
I could do something like that. I mean, the one thing I'm trying to do at the moment is aerosol, and then after I've done that, I'll see if I can do armor stuff.
Do US Black Hawk assault in the Balkans.
But the thing is, it would have to be a commission crisp.
What?
I hate to say it, but I don't think we could pull 9 pellets out of anywhere. Struggle to get 4 at any one time.
Well, it would be what, 4 squads and 4 Blackhawks, and
no,
that's what.
It'd be a company, so it would be 4 3 platoons.
Well, I guess you could make
one squad to a Blackhawk.
Or how about 4 Blackhawks and maybe like 2 Chinooks or something like that.
At that point, no, I mean to be honest, I'm looking at the British Line Company aerosol thing, and that's 4 Chinooks to get the company in.
Yeah, but all Chinooks assaults are cringe.
Nah, all Chinook assaults are cool when there's lots of Chinooks. Chinooks are cool, but only when there's lots of them.
At least make it CH-53s, which are cool.
Oh yeah, the CH-53 famously used by the British Army right now.
No, just make it the Marines.
I don't care about the Marines, they smell.
They smell good. Imagine the smell, am I right?
Imagine the smell. The inside of the CH-53 full of sweaty Marines.
I'm kind of hoping there'd be a lot more videos coming from stuff.
Yeah?
Kind of disappointing, not gonna lie.
I mean, the thing is, it was very, like, simple. The Russians left, otherwise they were caught right on the riverbank, and the Ukrainians walked in and went, ours now.
Yeah, it's theirs.
I mean, I was kind of hoping there'd be a lot more, like, you know, dead bodies and, like, you know, dead Russians and shit, but
The Russians actually somehow managed to actually like pull everyone out weirdly, or pull most of their guys out. I was expecting like a completely fucked discount dunk, and I was expecting some like just hundreds of men just murdered everywhere, but instead they actually managed to like just kind of pick up the shit and leave.
Well, that's probably because they were pulling out well prior to this. They just didn't announce it till today.
Yeah.
yeah,
I guess
I mean,
the decision to abandon Kherson was made weeks ago, and they were just holding off until maybe the elections and until they could figure out a way to pin the blame on anyone besides Putin.
The Russian state media even announced themselves that the reason they didn't announce it earlier is because they didn't want wanted to affect the election in the Democrats' favor by announcing it before the election.
Well, it doesn't fucking matter. Republicans would just vote to continue the war.
Well, that's what the Russian state media said.
It's literally like, you think the Republicans are just gonna magically vote to give Russia everything they want? At this point, no.
I mean, more likely than the Democrats.
So it goes from 0% to 0.01%.
Yes.
It's literally this is like the only bipartisan issue, the only thing everyone agrees on in America, pretty much, unless you're a raging Zetard.
Millions, must say. Holy shit. I mean, the only place where the Russians seem to have any kind of footing still is on the northern side of the Pokrovka Dam. Because they put too many mines on the dam and they physically cannot retreat across it now.
Really?
Why?
Yeah, they put a bunch of mines on it, didn't they? So no, now they're like, oh shit, now they have to retreat.
I've never seen any mines there.
If I remember correctly, there was mines there. But that could also be entirely a stupid one to say.
I assume it could be rain. Man, it would be so nice if there's a live camera and knows that the cops get still, see all the Russians from
Oh, that'd be beautiful.
Man, we look fine to that fucking cunt works out through that camera and fucking kill him and his entire family.
Then it's more than likely that this is already happening.
I mean, his family's probably still alive.
Yeah, maybe. Be surprised. Maybe they killed him and then his family complained about it, so they got disappeared as well.
I can only hope that's what happened.
Mercy!
Or, as it usually is in Russia, maybe he never had a family in the first place and the only intimacy he's ever seen is the dick of his Starshina.
Nella sconfitta, ragazzi.
Many such cases.
And it's crazy how, according to some, Russia is winning the war swimmingly, even though they've kind of like only been.
How utterly
retreating since
delusional
April.
do you have to be, honestly?
Dark Side 6. Albatross. Syntax
Unironically
error.
saying that
Pizza
everything
dogs.
isn't going according to plan.
Reminder that people at the
Unironically.
start, especially Reddish Red, were openly saying that they think Ukraine should just surrender to save the bloodshed.
You said that?
Reddish.
Of course,
He
Reddish
changed
is a
his mind.
fucking communist.
It's
He's
fine.
a fucking Bolshevik
Lipisil-
subhuman.
Lipisil heard him say it, and therefore he was immediately punished.
Based Lipisil.
Never let Lipisil hear you say something fucking retarded, honestly. Like if you're gonna say something stupid, make sure the man's out of earshot, because you will die.
Man, you know shit's fucked when me and Lipisil agree on something. It's like, literally, why would you surrender to an army of genocidal rapists, really?
I wanna see this.
Fucking Russian simps.
Why won't when I die, my The spectator screen will not, or does not say green for, only sees red and blue for.
What?
Yeah, how weird's that?
Wait, what?
It only sees like
Wait, what only sees?
my spectator screen. Like when I'm in spectator, it doesn't show me independent. It just shows me red and blue for.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever, not mission breaking, not my problem.
Yeah, not mission break. Yeah, for sure.
It's only the spectator. Enable channel name screen. Babble off, obviously. Babble on. There we go. Babble, by the way, is the worst thing to have to take. Fuck Babble.
Yeah, Babble's kinda gay.
I've been saying this.
Otherwise, people don't Babble.
Like, Babble, back in the day, and for mission 3 and co-op with like a language barrier, Babble is cool, I will admit. However, it's a big however. Babble in a TVT is cringe, but I like to hear Kingslayer's voice as I rush a position, and then I get to call him, you know, I get to call him a nigger before I like kick him down the building he's in. Or his second
He's a
voice,
Jew,
and
though.
I call him a slur on the stupid fucking stream before killing him.
What do you call me before killing me?
The worst part is when people.
I usually yell, when I hit you, I yell at you. Every time I go, Crispy, you son of a bitch, I'm coming for you! And then I get shot.
The worst part is when people like intentionally put on Babel, but the mission is like Syrian to Syrian, and it's like, how small brain do you have to be to turn on fucking Babel when both sides speak the same fucking language?
We love to see it. Honestly, Babel is stupid. Yeah, I mean.
Honestly,
yeah,
yeah, what's the point if you're depicting a civil war? Because it's between people who speak the same language, then.
Yeah.
Unless
Fucking
you're in Yugoslavia or something.
Nah, dude. Babel in general is bad. Okay.
And like, it also kind of sucks though, because like, if you're role playing as Japanese, like during the fucking World War II event, and we're all screaming out fucking Banzai, but then instead of hearing Banzai, you just hear fucking garbled
Like that, yeah.
It's like, it's not cool. It's ruining it, you know?
Yeah. And it's like how a certain few people that I know yell Allah just at every possible opportunity.
Yeah,
I mean, that's pretty
I do.
basic.
Allahu Akbar.
But I mean, at least like.
Mind you, the Taliban have won more wars than Russia in the last 30 years. Yeah.
I was able to successfully complete my
Second Chechen War, the Russians technically won. Tajikistan, Russia's technically won. Actually, no, Tajikistan they didn't. No, it's Second Chechen War, so the same amount of wars. Unfortunately, so it is an equal amount of wars won by both sides. You have been actually nerd emoji. Now what, white man?
Well, the Taliban still have beat America more times than Russia. Beat that.
Good point, good point. Please, can you bring up the details on how many Americans were killed and losses in each engagement?
It depends on the engagement. I think the bloodiest was Operation, was Operation Rock? No, it wasn't Herrick. I know it wasn't Herrick. I know the biggest battle of the war in terms of numbers was Operation Anaconda. The number of Americans who died in that was like 20. There wasn't even 20.
How many Browns?
Are we counting corpses found or just with the phony numbers the U.S. military puts out?
We will count corpses found.
Okay, because they found like 50 corpses from that battle.
Yes, say.
In total, and they were alleging they had killed over 1,000 Taliban, so I doubt it. And that was in 2002.
You know, I'll say it every day and I'll say it again. They say the same shit every time. And everyone goes, no, the US lost the war. And it's like, yeah, but it's an insurgency. Not an insurgency, since if you get into one, you can't win anyway unless you pay your way out of it. And honestly, that implies that the people that you're fighting can be paid out of it, like Sheffield should have. That means you have to go off of really the effectiveness of the military in that situation. And the US military was still very effective considering how shit their kit was.
Or how shit it progressively got.
Yeah.
Also, how is it compared to the Taliban who don't have kit at all? Their kit is literally an M65 field jacket and an AK.
Yeah, and they died in fucking crazy numbers as a result of it. Quick, someone pull up the video of that Apache fucking coming across that massive fucking like platoon size.
They killed 2,000 Americans. It's not exactly
For how many? And that's how many bodies found in total. Yeah, I wonder if that's actually written anywhere. How many bodies were found in total? That would be pretty brilliant. But
they also killed 60,000 ANA.
Yeah, but no one cares about ANA.
So they actually achieved a better score if we're counting everyone together.
And also, half of the ANA were Taliban anyway, just depending on what time of the year it was. If anything, it's not even worth like counting the ANA as a force during Afghanistan. They were kind of just an inconvenience everyone was forced to live with.
Yeah, like the Arvin, am I right?
Yeah. Wait, were the Armin also retarded now that I think about it? Or were they like actually surprisingly competent?
It depends on the unit.
Yeah,
and what period of the war. Because like Arvin Rangers, Arvin Airborne, and Marine divisions were cream of the crop.
Yep.
But like a lot of their infantry conscript units were total garbage. Also, they were very under-equipped, because they like the standard issue Arvin rifles, the M1 ran until like 1969 when they started getting M16s in large numbers.
Right. Hey, now it's showing the fucking green bar. Yeah, I think I may have actually put too many more in this mission. Oh, the reason I wasn't showing them was the players were dead in the area, because I was dealing with everything. And it had mission as dynamic simulation for them to keep frames up. And therefore actually making my mission design perfect and me amazing. Right. After I've done this stupid airfield seizure mission, by the way, I want to do like a just a light infantry fucking mission at some point.
Pure light infantry missions are cringe.
Like, no, pure light infantry just to test, like, the most basic version, the most basic possible version of the AI squad members thing. You know what I mean? Like, make it as simple as possible, just...
Oh, fine, then do,
TBT, AI platoon, AI platoon, oh, platoon, platoon.
Do the, Iran-Iraq war.
Actually, ooh, I wanted, dude, electrified swamps.
Yeah.
No, I wanted to do Panama or Grenada. I was actually very much thinking of doing Grenada.
But there were like a grand total of like 3 Grenadans who resisted.
Yeah.
Also, if you're gonna do an air assault, it should be Grenada.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'll do an air assault grenade. I might just do light infantry in Panama. I just really want to get like a situation to do that in, and I want to do like 80s American kit.
Well, then do like what they call it, like mechanized infantry or something like that.
Yeah, but it needs to be light infantry for the fucking. If I wanted to do mechanized, I'd do like Syria or something.
No, I'm thinking like, because you know, you could do like a platoon of 7th Infantry Division guys mounted up in M113s.
Ah, understandable. I'm actually looking for a 7th ID patch at the moment. Like 7th
We have a
ID,
7th
like,
ID patch
7th
in game. We have a 7th ID patch in game.
No, I mean IRL.
Oh.
Oh yeah, did I tell you I got what's it called? I got my first M81 BDU shirt finally delivered. And it was from the 28th Infantry Division. It's from the 28th Airborne Brigade or whatever they were. So from the 28th ID, basically it's like an old Black Hawk pilot's jacket. So it's got like he's got the skins tab on the right collar. On the left side, it's got his US Army Aviation wings on the chest, and then on the left of the collar. And then the 28th ID subdued patch on the left shoulder. Which is pretty epic, except for the fact that the 28th ID never fucking anything between like the Second World War and the Gulf War.
Think about it, we could have stomped Russia so badly in the 80s, man. If only.
Yeah.
We could have saved ourselves the trouble.
Movie. They were used in Dawn of the Dead.
That's a good one.
They're wearing the OG 107s in Dawn of the Dead.
Well, I mean, if you're fighting Russians, it's basically playing Dawn of the Dead in real life.
Honestly, this.
But yeah, do like the 7th Infantry Division either riding in M113s or going around in trucks or something like that.
Yeah, right. I'll do them going around in trucks. Was that in Panama? Yeah.
Plus you can use scrim in that, yeah.
Yeah, which actually I've got a scrim a passenger helmet when it arrives. I've got one on order at the moment. I'm just waiting for it to turn up. I got a original. Well, not an original, but I got a produced in 1990. No, 1987. I bought it for £60 off of a guy on Facebook Marketplace. Which I think makes me go on.
To have them like try and like, I guess fight like a Panamanian company that's like camped out somewhere, like or attack a base.
Yeah, because a lot of them did like retreat off into the fucking woods when shit kicked off, didn't they?
Yeah.
And set up baby shit camps. So I could do that.
Although ironically enough, they didn't do anything out of those camps. Whereas, you know, the Viet Cong would...
No, they just kind of retreated there and they got attacked.
And just camped out there until the Americans left, yeah.
Morons.
Yeah, I know, they could have been Viet Cong 2.0.
Yeah.
And given us a soulful jungle war. Instead, they all pussied out.
There's a way to hide the fucking lines that are between dudes in armor. Like, when they're in the same group.
No.
Because I've accidentally, well, not accidentally, I've made all of the AI that are static on the airfield a single group now. And they're all connected to a dude in the ATC in the middle of the airfield. Obviously, it's just like.
I mean, you could make it a layer.
Web. And just tell them to fuck off, basically.
You can make it a layer. And then just hide. I lost the 6th Battle of Isonzo. Decisive Austro-Hungarian victory. Nice.